In case you missed it, Gabriel Davis scored 4 touchdowns and caught 8 passes for 201 receiving yards on 10 targets in the divisional round loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. His 52.1 PPR output broke every DFS slate. But this performance didn't come out of nowhere. Since week 14, Davis has played an average 83% snap share. He's averaged 7 targets, 2 red zone targets per game, 4 receptions per game, almost 50 yards per game, while accumulating 3 top 27 PPR wide receiver finishes during those 5 weeks. Davis has worked his way into a starting role opposite Stephon Diggs while already proving to be a red zone threat. And look, Gabriel Davis has an intriguing prospect profile, a 4th-round pick out of UCF with an upper percentile speed score and breakout age, combined with the necessary body type to be a starting wide receiver in the NFL. This should suggest that Gabriel Davis has an upward trajectory to be a fantasy-relevant option tied to an elite quarterback, Josh Allen, for many years to come. Look, that's the good. The not so good is that it took the Kansas City Chiefs' best player, Tyrann Mathieu, to leave from the game on the opening drive with a concussion for Gabriel Davis to have this kind of breakout. With Mathieu out, the Chiefs were often out of position on defense, and this left mismatches for Josh Allen to find Gabriel Davis. It'd be foolish to understate the loss of Mathieu, the quarterback and most versatile and important Chiefs defensive weapon. Davis had catches against 6 different Kansas City defensive backs. Evidence that the Bills were willing to increase the complexity of formations and disguise looks. They were willing to create mismatches and move Davis around like a chess piece. He's a usable player. He's an NFL caliber wide receiver. And he was schemed to take advantage of the Chiefs' weaknesses. But why sell? Davis had an elite game. His situation seems stable for the foreseeable future. His usage has trended upward. He's tied to an elite quarterback. But Gabriel Davis's market exploded since Sunday's Bills-Chiefs epic game. What a thriller, by the way. Davis jumped from wide receiver 47 on Keep Trade Cut to wide receiver 32 within 48 hours. And the market has been expensive for Davis, which is why he needs to be traded right now. Ryan McDowell, for instance, co-owner of DL Football, reported that since the divisional matchup breakout game, Davis has been fetched for no less than a first-round Dynasty pick, a 2022 pick and 2023 pick. Those were the 2 examples that he used in a tweet. He's a top 32 Dynasty wide receiver? He's not even a starting receiver on most fantasy teams. At least starting wide receiver. Maybe it'll be a flex for sure. But would those fetch first-round picks? I don't think so. Looking at wide receiver comps on Keep Trade Cut, it would be far-fetched to receive first-round compensation for Darnell Mooney, Hunter Renfrow, Kadarius Toney. If you were able to get a first-round pick, even a late first for Gabriel Davis, accept that. You wouldn't accept, you would accept for Darnell Mooney, Hunter Renfrow, Kadarius Toney. That's who he's come to right now. And you're getting first-round picks? Absolutely. This is a player who is in the right spot. But you have to be concerned that, he's going to be, a 2022 play. But long-term dynasty asset, there's no way that Gabriel Davis, is the type of player who's going to long-term take over an offense. Like, if you're trading a first-round pick, you want a game breaker for a long time. Gabriel Davis was not drafted to be so. He was drafted to be a nice piece, and he should have been playing ahead of Emmanuel Sanders. He should have been playing ahead of of Cole Beasley, but now he will. But it's still Stephon Diggs' show as the wide receiver 1. Look for the Bills to also be in the wide receiver market. Gabriel Davis may be playing, he may be a buy for seasonal for 2022, but long term, if you can get a first round pick in the 2023 draft, absolutely. First round pick in the 2022 draft? Absolutely. And that's where his market is right now. Gabriel Davis is a good player, and if you don't want to sell him, fine. You don't have to. But the market right now is at an all-time high. And maybe it'll get slightly higher throughout the offseason, but I don't see it getting much higher than wide receiver 32 in Dynasty. So that's why you need to sell Gabriel Davis. If you can get a first-round pick, go get a first-round pick for Gabriel Davis in your Dynasty fantasy leagues right now.